Green Bay Packers advised to trade or extend key defensive player to clear 2024 salary cap space. The Green Bay Packers are heading into the 2024 NFL season with high hopes. Jordan Love, now in his second year as the starting quarterback, has already shown promise with a 64.6% completion rate, 4,159 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and a 96.1 passer rating in his debut season. His young receiving core, composed of players who were rookies or sophomores in 2023, now has an additional year of experience playing together. On the defensive side, the Packers are transitioning into a new era under the leadership of Jeff Hafley, the former Boston College head coach who was brought in to replace the widely criticized Joe Barry. Barry's defensive units consistently underperformed, failing to meet their potential. Hafley aims to revamp the defensive scheme from a 3-4 to a 4-3 alignment, better suiting the strengths of the current roster. Among these players is three-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark's impact on the Packers. Throughout various changes in defensive coordinators, Kenny Clark has been a stalwart for the Packers' defense. Selected in the first round of the 2016 NFL Draft, Clark started his career under Dom Capers. Since then, he has adapted to schemes led by Mike Pettine and Joe Barry, and now he will adjust to Jeff Hafley's new system. Clark has been a consistent and formidable presence on the field, earning Pro Bowl honors in 2019, 2021, and 2023. Despite the physical demands and high injury risk associated with playing on the defensive line, Clark has remarkably missed only 7 games over 8 seasons and has maintained perfect attendance for over 3 years. With 34.0 sacks, he ranks 15th in the franchise's history and is second only to Henry Jordan among interior defensive linemen. The financial conundrum: trade or extend Kenny Clark? Kenny Clark is undoubtedly a key player, but he comes with a hefty price tag. His current cap hit is $27.4 million, and he is entering the final year of his 4-year, $70 million contract. In a recent article, Bleacher Report's scouting department suggested that the Packers could either trade or extend Clark to create additional cap space, adding to their existing $19 million. The report proposed, Clark is set to turn 29 in October and is an expensive player, but he's been extremely productive. He's set to be a 2025 free agent, and an extension would make sense. If that extension can reduce Clark's $15.6 million base salary, all the better. If Green Bay doesn't want to invest in Clark long-term, trading him after June 1st would save $17 million in cap space. Clark's recent performance, highlighted by a career-high 7.5 sacks last season and a Pro Bowl selection, underscores his value. The debate now centers on whether the Packers should trade him or secure his services with a contract extension. Why the Packers should extend Kenny Clark? Despite having promising young talent on the defensive line, such as Devontae Wyatt, Carl Brooks, and T.J. Slayton, none have yet reached Kenny Clark's level of impact. Clark is not only a top-tier interior pass rusher but also a veteran leader on a team that is relatively light on experienced players. With Aaron Donald's retirement, Clark stands out even more as one of the premier interior defensive linemen in the NFL. The likelihood of the Packers trading Clark this offseason seems slim. The more realistic options are to let him play out the final year of his contract or to negotiate an extension. Given the youth of the current roster, extending Clark would retain a vital experienced leader and one of the best defensive linemen in the league. Although the Packers might wait until the season is underway to finalize an extension, it seems highly improbable that they would let Kenny Clark enter free agency. Extending his contract would be a strategic move to maintain stability and high performance on the defensive front.